Really?
Welcome to last night we watched. Everybody, we'll let everybody pour in here in a second. We just posted it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. The legions of fans.
Yes.
The legions of fans. Get in here, everybody. Get in here.
And the millions that are watching at home.
Many fans.
We gotta talk.
We gotta talk. You gotta talk about something.
We're back.
And today, well, should I intro it?
Yeah, man, you're doing
You're doing
so far
great,
so
man.
good. Yeah.
Today we are watching RoboCop, starring Joel Kinnaman as RoboCop.
Oh no.
Gary Oldman is Dr.
Gary
Dan
Oldman's
Norton.
he's in the remake.
Michael Keaton is Raymond Sellers.
Wow.
It's a pretty good cast.
Mm-hmm.
If only if it were a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't get it. Why remake RoboCop? It's like we got one person watching.
I did watch the 2014 one before
You
this.
did?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. There's no big machine gun in
It's
any blood or anything.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Why do you?
Does he still shoot his gun?
I don't
And it goes,
understand.
He tases everybody.
Oh, you
really?
kidding me? Does he
Yeah.
kill anyone?
I don't remember.
I don't.
Yeah, no.
Right when you did, I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no,
I don't think so.
not sold.
The RoboCop remake is all about family.
Yes,
It's about
it
family.
actually is.
It's about family.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
RoboCop's kind of about family a little bit.
A little bit.
Or was it
It's
a
a cooler
Lifetime
time.
movie or that or something?
Lifetime.
We lost our view.
So like
Oh,
2014 RoboCop.
Yeah. I'm out of here.
Hold on a second.
That's
No,
hilarious.
but today,
Oh, dude, that
Today
is
we're in
fucking
the
awesome.
boardroom.
That is
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Thank you, dude.
Hell
That
yeah.
is awesome.
So you gotta
we're
get
in the boardroom
Who's
for
getting-
RoboCop
who's getting-
1987.
Who's getting shot up?
yeah.
I'll do it.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
someone's got to throw me out a window.
So that's
Yeah.
the old man right there, right?
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
there's Miguel's right by you.
Oh yeah.
I think
I love this.
There he
guy.
is.
He's
That
just
guy's-
laughing the whole
that
movie.
guy's
He's looking
great,
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "Meh, fuck the ED 209.
Yeah.
Fuck the ED.
Where's Dick Jones? Is he doing his? Oh, I think he's doing a speech to them.
Oh yeah, he's talking.
Yeah, he's doing his little his explanation.
ED 209.
You want to intro this one, Ian? What are we really doing? What are we really
Well,
doing?
tomorrow's the 35th anniversary of RoboCop, so that's why we're talking about RoboCop.
Oh, awesome.
That's the story we're going with.
Yeah.
I'm
No, we
sticking
just want to
with
talk
it.
about RoboCop. RoboCop's fucking awesome.
One of the good ones.
The original starring Peter Weller instead of Joel Kinnaman. We also got Red from That 70s Show.
What's his name? What's his? Where is he?
Kurtwood.
He's not even. Oh, there he is.
Smith.
Kurtwood Smith.
Yeah.
Almost
Uh-huh.
like Kirkwood.
Yeah. Ray Wise.
Leland Palmer himself.
Yeah, from Twin
Yeah.
Peaks. That's how I know him.
Same.
And then Ronnie Cox, I know him from Total Recall.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in Paul Verhoeven's next vehicle, Total Recall.
Yeah.
He makes a great bad guy.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
And I like both times he's kind of like the big bad guy. Like in both movies, there's like a bad guy you think, but then after that one gets eliminated, then he goes and kills Ronnie Cox.
Very true, because it's Michael Ironside in
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Yeah, exactly.
To Kurtwood Smith's Clarence Boddicker in this. I forget. Richter. See you at the party, Richter.
Richter. Yeah, that's right.
Very similar characters, almost the same kind of bad guy.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah, a bit.
This
Yeah.
would make a great RoboCop and Total Recall make a great double feature.
I was saying that even as a triple feature with Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Yes.
I looked it up. Apparently, it's like the Dutch trilogy or
The
something like that.
Dutch.
Yeah, because
Dutch.
he's Dutch. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
The Paul Verhoeven.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, Starship Troopers with the tongue-in-cheek kind of stuff. is
Exactly,
Very
yeah.
similar to this.
yeah, it's more about like fascism than I think this is more like, I don't know, corporatism or something.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, and kind of maybe like a commentary on American culture and crime, maybe too.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
there's a
for
lot.
sure.
There's a lot to this movie. It's so dense. There's a lot of layers with. On the commentary, the Criterion commentary. Paul Verhoeven. This was his first movie he ever did in the States, and I don't know how they found him. Maybe he did something like over in Holland. And
bunch
maybe
of
a
stuff, yeah.
producer liked it. I don't know what exactly they saw that were like, we got to get this Paul Verhoeven guy. But thankfully they did. And he was saying they sent him the script. He's like, RoboCop, what is this B-movie, silly sci-fi? I thought that was awful. And I turned it down. And my wife read it. I guess his wife read the script. And she's like, no, there's like a lot to this, like with his character and everything. Like you should do this. And that's what kind of made him rethink it.
It's like,
Which I thought was cool.
I don't know. Maybe we should move.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe not Hollywood.
Do you guys know the cameo he has in this movie?
No.
He's like randomly dancing like this in the club scene when Peter Weller goes to get Ray Wise.
They just show his
Oh.
face for like a second.
He's just like,
He's just going crazy.
yeah, he's going nuts.
That's
It's
like
like it's like not even a second. I want to say
Oh,
it's
dang.
really funny.
His wife has a cameo in it too.
Oh, she does.
Oh.
Yeah, she-
Kurtwood Smith's wife has a cameo also.
it's pretty cool.
I know. Would you know where Paul Verhoeven's wife is?
They said that she was the secretary.
That's Kurtwood Smith's
Is it?
wife. Yeah.
Okay.
When he's
Oh.
like, you can keep the gum.
Yeah, creeping on her. That's
Yeah.
funny. He's creeping on his wife. I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah. It's so meta.
that. yeah, for real.
So meta.
You can keep the gum.
Yeah.
What did you think of Kurtwood Smith? I know him as Red from that 70s
Yeah.
show. But
When I first saw this, I was like, what?
yeah,
Like,
when they first zoom in on him, they're like wanted criminal, and it like zooms real close. I just started busting up laughing. It's like that's fucking Red Foreman.
yeah. I love his intro. I really like his introduction. He's like, "You burnt the fucking money."
Mhm.
yeah.
It's as good as marked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he played a pretty good bad guy. You know, not necessarily like physically intimidating, but he was crazy enough to pull it off.
Yeah. His
Oh,
presence.
yeah.
His
Kind of
presence.
lulls you into a sense of everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Bennett a little bit from Commando, how he had to just
A little bit.
overact a little
Yeah.
to make himself so crazy to keep up with RoboCop.
Yeah.
'Cause
He's
otherwise,
one
you're
of-
just like, look at this little guy.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know?
He's like one of those incognito psychos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah, he definitely was.
I
something
like
like that.
I like the scene where they're kind of, what do you call it, like not torturing, not yet, but they're kind of like toying with Peter Weller's character, Alex Murphy,
Before they kill him.
when he's like, see, I got this problem, cops don't like me, so I don't like cops, and he's like
Heat seeking,
yeah,
hand
shotgun.
seeking, I guess.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah,
The Tigers play tonight.
yeah.
Never miss a game.
He just like dips his fingers in the wine and smells it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like coke in the wine or
Ah.
something?
No, I think it's like a cocaine thing. Like he's clearing his sinuses or something. For some
Oh,
reason, there's just-
okay, okay.
That's how I took it.
Great
That
nose.
would make sense. Great,
Because he is
nose.
doing
Mhm.
like,
He's doing coke in that scene throughout the whole. Yeah,
yeah.
right. A lot of cocaine in this movie,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
which makes it great. It's probably why it's so great.
Oh boy.
Detroit, cocaine, and RoboCop.
Violence. Should we talk about the violence in this?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's,
would be
it's
remiss
kind of a,
not
it's
to.
kind of a violent.
Otherwise,
movie.
we'll just shut it off now.
Yeah.
Well,
See
you
ya.
could make it PG-13 like the remake, and you know, it would still work without the violence, I guess. But just ups it to another level. There's so much great stuff with the violence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
We talked about there's a difference between the the theatrical cut and then the unrated cut. You know, like when he gets shot by ED 209 in the boardroom and he's getting blown apart in the chest by all those squibs, and like he falls down,
We got a comment. Sorry.
and then he falls down, and then it's just like he still keeps getting shot.
Oh, Jamie's watching. What's up, Jamie?
Jamie.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Twin Peaks reference. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, we did. Did we already say that on
I think we did.
On
I
stream,
think
yeah.
one of us called Ray Wise Leland Palmer.
Leland
Miguel
Palmer and
Ferrer
then-
is also in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, yeah. I can never remember his name in Twin
Albert.
Peaks.
I think.
Albert.
Yeah,
okay.
he's like really pissed off.
He's the one that sheriff punches in the face.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like seeing them in here. And this is before Twin Peaks or 1987? I don't know.
It's a few years removed. I
Oh,
wanna say.
okay.
They did Twin Peaks like 2 years, 3 years after this. I wanna say.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Somewhere. It's close though.
So Lynch maybe or Frost, they watched RoboCop. They're
Yeah,
like,
we gotta get
this
these
guy."
guys.
Yeah.
I loved what you did in RoboCop.
But in terms of
The
like,
robot cop movie.
Yeah.
You ever heard of a robot salad?
It was so Shakespearean that you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I like the scene where you snort cocaine off of the chick's breasts.
that was a little over the top, that scene with him.
That's
He's
so
like,
great
"More
though.
about-" yeah.
Bitches leave. Get
Oh,
the
God.
hell out of there.
Yeah, I just felt like the violence was, it had a point. It all had a point. It
Yeah.
was to show like how crazy everything is in this. It's not dystopian, but it's like near future Detroit. Everything's going to shit.
You said you were kind of like confused if it took place in the future or not.
Yeah, because there's like 80s vehicles and stuff like that. A lot of like the design and like the interior and the exterior of certain things looks very like 80s. So I was like, oh, it's set in the future, but everything looks like
Still 80s.
yeah. So
It
was
reminds me of
interesting.
there's probably a better example than this, but like the Fallout games, they take place in the 50s, or they take place in 2077, but like everything got nuked in the 50s, so culture kind of never, like
Hmm.
it's like that. It's like what they like those B movies in the 50s, what they thought the future would be like, and it would all look like this, and then it didn't. Star Trek, you know, is another good example.
Yeah,
But this is the 80s version of that. You
Yeah.
know, it's like in the 80s we're gonna have computers, and it's gonna pop up in big letters and say deceased. And, you know, that's not how it goes. Like it turns out 40 years later, 35 years later, that everything went smaller and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Red Letter Media pointed out they kind of predicted DVDs because Boddicker puts in a DVD for you know, he's like, I'm cashing you out, Bob.
yeah, there are winners and losers.
Yeah, and like the whole GPS tracking. I think this was before GPS was made public.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah,
yeah. So they got
they
definitely
got a
got
few
some
things
stuff right. Yeah,
they got a few things right.
and that's all three of those movies again. Total Recall, Starship Troopers. They all kind of do that. They're like in the future a little bit, predicting things.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Everything's like kind of gray tones and everything.
Yeah.
Doors open, go. Zzz,
One thing that it's not in Total Recall, but it's in Starship Troopers, the co-ed shower scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Verhoeven said he did that. He's in this universe, like they've kind of like transgressed to the point where like sexual harassment, I guess, isn't a thing anymore.
Well, there's gender commentary in this one too, with the lady cop and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Clarence still being a creep to the secretary.
Yeah.
Bitches leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can keep the gum.
You can keep it going. Look at my face. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You had to tell me, Ian, that it was the dad from that 70s show.
You didn't recognize him?
No, at first
Wow.
I used to go on this website called eBums World a lot. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know,
2000s internet, baby.
That
Oh,
was it was huge back in the day.
Yeah, and there was this Flash animation. It was like a Judge Judy parody where all these characters from RoboCop, which I didn't even know they were all from RoboCop because I hadn't even seen the movie until last night, but they're all like on trial and stuff, and like she brings in like all these like different characters, and eventually like RoboCop and like the giant, what's the machine's name?
Ed 209.
Ed 209. It comes in and like just demolishes everybody and like fucks everybody up, and
Nice.
Judge Judy like runs a train on him. So that was like yeah, she gets like so upset, and
no.
when
She
and
runs a train on Kurtwood Smith.
yes,
Wow.
because he spits on her.
Oh, that's right. He does a lot of spitting, in this movie.
Yeah. So
Like when he spits, he goes, "Just give me my fucking phone call."
Oh yeah.
It's
He spits the
gross,
blood.
bloody. Yeah.
The cop's like, man, oh jeez.
He's like, God,
Oh,
thanks for
geez.
giving us hepatitis, you prick. God.
Yeah. Shit.
I think Paul Verhoeven is very good at world building. He starts off the movie with like the news anchors talking about what's going on in the world. Apparently, a country down in Africa is getting nukes or something like that, and they're threatening to use them. And then you also have Reagan's space program, Star Wars, is actually working.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, we see another like accidentally blasted and killed like
kills
several
two former
presidents.
presidents,
Yeah.
and 113 other people or something. Yeah.
Which they kind of just gloss over. I thought that was funny.
Right,
Like
yeah.
intentionally they
Yeah.
do. They're like, anyway, so another thing, like
Yeah.
RoboCop in Detroit,
That's one
2
thing.
presidents dead, no big deal.
Yeah, it's so great
Former.
about this. Like the what do you call it? The commercials are just so great.
Yeah, like diegetic, like in-world commercials,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's
They have the commercial
Some of
for
my
the
favorite parts.
6000 SUX.
Yes, the
Yeah.
6000 sucks. Yeah.
They
God.
mentioned that a few times in the movie.
The
He blows one up.
that guy goes and gets one. They blow it up. You know?
Yeah, he was funny. He was actually. I think they were all pretty over the top, which was it worked for me. At least.
It's not like that. I've never really found this movie that goofy though. I don't know why. It just works so well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it like, because this is really like B movie, goofy, silly plot and everything, but it just something about it just, if they pull it off,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
I think that's another Verhoeven thing is he has his actors almost overacting. Like Leland Palmer is like,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
one guy's like,
Yeah.
But I've seen that, in his other movies too, like some Total Recall stuff, like Arnie just going like, "Rah, rah,"
Yeah.
and they just hang on it forever. Starship Troopers, they just do some crazy stuff, like some of the supporting actors and things like that. I don't know. I kind of like it. There's a point to it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love the over the top laughter
Mhm.
from a lot of people in this, like so much like
Especially when they're watching the "I'd buy that for $1." That's like
Yeah.
the funniest thing in the world to them.
People love that.
Yeah.
He breaks
They
the
do.
window just to turn it up so he can watch it longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emil.
Yeah. Emil.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you're right. I like the world building stuff a lot in this. All that goes a long way. That's some of my favorite parts of the movie, really, actually.
Yeah.
It's what's on the TV sets.
Yeah.
Nuke 'em.
Oh God. Pakistan's threatening my border.
Yeah.
It's
And they all
funny.
cheer when the nukes go
Yeah.
off. It's like, what? It's again, I think that reminded me of Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's so gung ho and ready to, you
Yeah.
know, but it's all pushed by the media, man.
Right,
By
yeah.
OCM,
OCP.
OCP. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah.
There's a very good balance of like, because this isn't, would you guys say this isn't a drama?
It has
Uh,
dramatic elements in a way.
It has like those
the
elements
family,
of it.
His
Yeah.
family is pretty dramatic. I'd
But
say.
it's because it's like you said, it's not really a goofy film, but it like veers a little bit towards it, but it's not like fully there yet. But I don't know. I appreciate the balance between getting you familiar with like RoboCop's history and stuff, but like at the same time like executing that like sort of, I guess, kind of like slight silliness in some scenes.
Yeah, because there is like the whole Incredible Melting Man is just so like, what the fuck is going on? Like this is ridiculous, and it's just so great.
It is.
Help me.
Yeah.
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 Dude, off me.
Yeah, get off me, man. It's so just again, it's just like that could have been so awful and just so stupid, but it's one of the best parts of the movie.
Mhm.
I remember
think-
seeing that for the first time, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
I think
my God.
this movie has some of like the best kills of 80s action films though.
Definitely.
You have that first one with Ed 209 machine gunning the guy, and then you have that mutated guy. exploded.
Murphy's death is pretty nuts too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
This
true.
is pretty wild.
I didn't remember that happening because I hadn't seen RoboCop for a long time, and I thought he was just gonna get like, I thought his hand was just gonna get blown off, maybe his arm or something, and then they just kept going.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
unload on him. They run out of ammo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's still alive.
Yeah. Hey, Clarence, he's still alive.
Yeah, Wonder Boy, Super
Yeah.
Cop.
Well, he had body armor.
Oh,
I
yeah,
told
sure.
Christian so him and his partner Ann Lewis, they look like they're playing laser tag
Yeah.
with what they're wearing.
Yeah, a little
With
bit.
the helmets and like their kind of goofy body armor.
Yeah, it's
I
like those
love it.
things.
Yeah, it is.
I
Yeah,
love
it works.
armor.
It works for that version of Detroit. It just
Yeah.
something about it
Old
works.
Detroit,
Old Detroit, yeah,
which is
that's
gonna
right.
be replaced by what is it?
Delta City. Or something? Is that what it
yeah.
was? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think that's like corporatism and I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe even capitalism and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Definitely.
Social commentary. It's like you said, it's dense.
Yeah,
Like you're
it's
talking
so
about Christian,
dense.
you know, it's like a drama. There's drama in there. There's this and that.
Right.
Comedic elements too, but not in a bad way, just like in a satirical way.
Mhm.
A smart.
But it all
kind of
moves pretty
satire.
well. They don't linger too long on anything, you know. Like maybe the
Right.
slowest part of the movie is when they're like rebooting him after he dies, and
Yeah.
there's like, you know, a few different scenes of him waking up and as
Right.
the robot.
Right.
Even
yeah.
then, you know, it's all with the purpose, and
True.
you know, they could have dragged out the family thing, and it could have been a 2.5 hour movie, and he could have gone and found his family or something like that. But I'm kind of glad they
Ooh,
didn't.
That's the 2014 version.
No, well, they do that in RoboCop 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, they there's a lot, and it's I
But they
think it
set
actually
up to it.
it works really well in RoboCop 2, in my opinion. It's kind of strange. It's kind of awkward because they just drop it probably like once a third of the movie's done and never talk about it again.
That's funny.
But it's good. Like Peter Weller does some pretty decent acting in the scenes where like I don't see. This is why I'm glad we're not doing like RoboCop and RoboCop 2, because I feel like I just talk about RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where like Omni Consumer Products, they're talking to him, and they're because he's kind of like not stalking, but like driving by his wife and kids' new house, and they're like, "What are you trying to do? You're just causing more problems for her. You know, all the therapy she's had to go through this. Like, do you think you could actually give her love? You know, do you think you could actually show her compassion?" He's just sitting there, just like, no. And it's sad.
No.
It's really, you buy it. Like
It is sad.
yeah, it's like really fucking sad. And then his wife comes in, and he's like, "Touch me," and she touches him. And she's like, "It's cold." He's like, "They made this to honor him."
Oh,
Mm.
Because and that's the thing too. The makeup in this is incredible. Like you were like, how did they do that? It's just
Yeah.
like his face plastered on a robot head,
yeah.
and the bullet's
Yeah.
still in his head. Like It's just very well done. I think you said Rob Bottin did some effects on this.
Yeah, he was like the lead designer. He has had his team and everything.
Very well done. I think it still holds up, the makeup.
Yeah.
It doesn't look fake or, like it legitimately looks like they peeled someone's face off and stuck it on a robot.
It does.
Is that him in the suit at that point in time?
It's him in the suit throughout the whole thing, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Except maybe when like the gas station blows up.
Okay.
That's probably a stunt man.
double.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
Peter Weller, I think, throughout 90% of it. I wanna say.
Insane how well done it is.
Yeah.
He did. He took mime lessons,
Mm.
and then none of them worked because of the way the suit was designed. So he had to relearn how
Yeah,
to move
that
around in the
sucks.
Oh,
suit.
dang.
Oh,
Yeah. It sounded like he did not have a good time in the suit,
Uh,
which is understandable. That thing's got to be clunky and just a bitch to get in and out of. And I guess
Heavy.
it made him, really almost like have heat stroke and all
oh,
that.
jeez.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got like a Jim Carrey Grinch situation almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
You know what worked really well for me was so he dies, and then they start doing a first-person camera, and it's showing how they're working on him, and they're trying to make decisions on what to take out or what to keep in. And they're like, should we keep the arm?
Yeah.
No, get rid of the arm. Get rid of the arm.
Right.
Yeah.
That
I
was a
want
good
full
one.
body prosthesis or whatever he says. Prosthesis.
Lose the arm.
Lose the
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
It was a good way to show like what's happening to him, but also like the passage of time with like New Year's coming
Right.
up and they're all
yeah.
partying.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. It was a nice little touch.
I wonder if a lot of films before this used first-person cameras. I don't know if you can think of anything.
Yeah, slashers.
Slashers.
But not like this
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
One thing I really like that I like RoboCop's introduction because we don't see him. We just see his first person. You kind of see like he walks by and you can see him on a TV screen.
Yeah.
And I like when he's going. You don't see him. He's like walking behind the glass
Mhm.
and he's walking to the gun range, and everyone's
Yeah.
just like stops and they're just like staring. And like the one bad criminal guy that they caught is like, "What is this shit?"
Yeah. The repeat offender
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right. Yeah. It's a really good way to introduce RoboCop.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds
I
me
agree.
of another like Kojima video game like Metal Gear.
I can see.
You probably watched like Rambo, RoboCop,
Yeah,
all these classic ones.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that big ass gun, and you just see that like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like they all stop and they all like look out. What the hell is
Yeah. I like Bob Morton's right there. Like again, that's such a kick out of it. He's just like has this face. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah. His character isn't like an asshole, but he's like a tertiary asshole. You know, he's below, Clarence. And,
Yeah, he is a very interesting because like Dick Jones is the asshole,
Mhm.
and Bob Morton is kind of an asshole too, but he's more of like a likable asshole.
yeah.
For I don't know how to describe it, but I agree. He's not because he's not a bad guy really.
Right. He just kind of, I don't know, undercuts. He's selfish. Like they're in the elevator after Kenny gets shot, and then the other guy's like, too bad about Kenny, huh? He's like, that's life in the big city.
Yeah.
You know?
He's so 80s. That's such an 80s mentality,
Mhm.
like, yeah, I gotta, look out for myself, I
Yeah.
gotta make some money, blah, blah. It's
Yeah.
he's like kind of the embodiment of like those 80s.
He
like,
wants to be the wolf of
stockbrokers.
Delta City.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What I noticed on this one again is we kind of just jump into it after we transform into RoboCop. He just starts getting to
Yeah,
work.
they just put him
Yeah,
in a
just-
car. All right.
Later, RoboCop.
And then he goes to the convenience store, which is a good scene.
Yeah.
Like
I buy that for $1.
yeah, I think is that where we're introduced to that, maybe?
I don't know. I think they show it one time before
Okay,
that, but
okay.
they are watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the guys robbing the store.
Yeah. The husband and wife that run the little liquor store.
Mhm.
That's a great scene. Like, fuck me. Fuck
Yeah,
me.
as he's
Fuck
just
me. Yeah. That shit's great.
Yeah, I like that too. There's a callback after he turns into RoboCop and he drives out of the garage. Like his car hits the ramp and like sparks come out of the bottom.
Yeah.
He does that in the beginning when he's first with his partner, and he's like, "I'll drive. I always drive when I'm breaking in a new partner or something like
She
that."
pops a
Yeah.
bubble gum.
So sexist.
She keeps
Yeah.
popping the bubble gum. in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her thing.
There's a big gum theme. In this movie.
Yes. They're trying to sell bubble gum.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking, Christian. It had a little bit of like a sexist undertone to it when he's saying, I'm breaking in a new partner.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not going to let the woman drive or something.
But
Little
that
bit.
could also just be if it were a male, it could be the same thing. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He didn't say, like, I'm not letting the woman partner
Yeah,
drive. He just
yeah.
said partner.
Well, and
Yeah,
she takes like the reins later when they get the call and they're like eating, and
Yeah.
she just jumps into the seat, and he's like, "I guess you'll drive."
That's when we're introduced to the
Oh yeah, when he's shooting the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good way to introduce, like, his identity in a way.
yes, because that's kind of one of the ways how she knows that it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah. which was a nice little payoff for that. You know, my kid watches this TV show, TJ Laser, and he does this thing,
Mhm.
and I got a kick out of it too. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
Whatever he says.
Yeah, I thought when I was first watching it, you know, I thought Peter Weller before he was RoboCop. I was like, his acting's not that great. The
That's what I
dubbing
was
was
gonna
off.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I don't know. It fits completely as RoboCop.
Yeah.
And then when I rewatched it, I was kind of like, he's not that bad. You know, he's all great.
So Sam says, "What's more expensive, the couple getting their safe robbed or RoboCop destroying the store?" Oh my god! They probably. Hopefully, they had a good insurance plan. Yeah, I didn't even think
Probably.
of that.
It's all paid for.
Yeah,
Thanks, RoboCop.
that's hilarious. What did? Well, I guess Sam, let us know what you thought of this movie too. Did she watch it?
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought. Like, obviously, she watched it.
I
Yeah.
forgot how long the boardroom shooting scene goes because I was like, check this part out. He gets machine gunned, and then it keeps going, and he machine guns him while he's dead.
They cut a lot of that was cut out.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I saw the cut version before.
Maybe
And
I've
I
never
saw the
seen it.
uncut.
I don't know what it looks like.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say?
I heard it's like 1 or 2 shots.
Okay.
On the
Some
theatrical.
people say that it works better with it cut out because it's more disturbing, but I don't see how I can watch it any other way. It's just
it's kind of funny.
it is. It's incredibly funny. Yeah.
And they're
It's a-
trying to like pull the wires. And
Yeah, and
They're like,
nothing's
"Come on."
going on, and he's freaking out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he just gets totally fucking obliterated.
Yeah.
And
I
then-
think it fits the tone better.
And then, like, he's like, "Dick, I'm very disappointed."
Yeah. You call this a setback?
Yeah, he's like, "You call this a glitch?"
Yeah.
Only a minor glitch.
You call
Yeah.
this a glitch?
I like in those scenes the other guy that works with Bob Morton, the one that doesn't get shot.
Yes.
Like when he's in the elevator and stuff, and then especially at the end when Dick dies and he kind of like they show him on camera and he's like smiling and nodding. I was
Yeah.
cracking up because you know
I didn't
he's-
notice that.
it's
That's-
redemption for his
Yeah.
buddy Kenny. Yeah, but all throughout the movie, I was like, this guy's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know, just a tiny little 3-line character, but
Yeah, he's in the second one too. They bring back.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like about the second one. They bring back. That's the only other time Peter Weller came back. The old man's in it. That guy, Felton Perry's in it.
Peter Weller is not in the third one.
No,
Oh.
it's some jackass
Mm.
who
Yeah.
is awful.
Looks very bulgy.
It looks like RoboCop 3 is like what RoboCop would have been if dumbasses made it. And I it sucks because like the guy who directed RoboCop 3, he wrote and I think directed this movie called Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps, which are good movies.
Mhm.
But holy shit, did they fuck up with RoboCop 3?
No.
Ugh, it's so bad.
You win
But,
some, you lose some.
Yeah, it's
Watch
like
it.
Gutters and
Three
stripes.
was a PG-13.
yes, and that's probably where
Yeah.
they fucked up. It's so
Why
it's like
bother?
it's like a kid's version of RoboCop. It's like I don't want that. Like, come on.
Like Kids Bop, but Kids Cop.
And they go from in RoboCop 2, there's a drug dealing 12-year-old. And then they go to RoboCop 3. It's like, no, we want this for kids now. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't go from one being one of the most violent movies of all time and 2 being violent and having like a 12-year-old drug dealer. And then all of a sudden you want this for kids? No, it doesn't work that way.
I was
What the-
trying to do a free stream of RoboCop and accidentally clicked on the 1994 television show. Have you watched that one?
No.
It was kind of interesting.
Huh.
It starts with like the newscasters and everything.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
as interesting,
Okay.
but all the same like beats are there and RoboCop's there, still fighting crime.
Probably
So
lower
crazy.
budget.
A little
I'm
bit lower
I'm sure,
budget, yeah.
I wonder who played RoboCop in that.
Ooh, I don't remember. It wasn't our boy. though.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Shaq.
Was
King
RoboCop
Kong,
2 directed by
Dennis Rodman.
Verhoeven?
No, it was Kirshner got a kick out of this. It was directed by Irvin Kershner, who directed The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Nuts.
pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
kept like seeing scenes in that. I'm like, what the fuck? He really just said fuck it.
Well, Frank, do you guys know who Frank Miller is?
Frank, you say Frank
Familiar
Miller?
name.
Yeah.
He wrote
Comic?
Sin City.
Yeah.
He wrote
Yep.
The Dark Knight Returns. He wrote a lot of comic books. They got him to write RoboCop 2, and they're having a lot of issues with the screenplay. Apparently, his first draft was like god awful.
Oh,
But
no.
he's actually in the movie too, and he plays a guy named Frank. But
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
yeah, he
Frank Costanza.
Frank Costanza, exactly. He they were kind of working on the script as it went along. It's a flawed movie. RoboCop 2 is a flawed movie, but at the same time, I think it works overall really well. Where's I going with that? Oh, you were asking who directed RoboCop 2? Yeah. Yeah, Verhoeven. I think Verhoeven was doing Total Recall. That's why he can do RoboCop too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. He works with like the same cinematographer in that movie.
Okay.
Both scenes in that one as
It
well.
feels that makes sense because it feels so much like RoboCop to me.
Yeah, the lighting is really interesting, like in all those movies, really.
Right.
Starship Troopers is a little different because they're on the other planet and it's dark and stuff. But for the most part, RoboCop and Total Recall, everything's like brightly lit up. You know,
Yeah.
it almost feels like you're on stage or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But then, you know, it's cool. RoboCop's different. You've got the urban hell landscape of old Detroit and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So you're getting like derelict buildings, an old steel mill, and
Yeah, I've
know.
always liked that setting where he dies and then they go back to hideout and everything. I was like, I thought that was a really good
yeah.
set.
I didn't even catch that my first watch through. Like they were like, he's at the old steel mill, and I didn't realize, oh, this is place he got
Yeah.
obliterated. And
Some people make like Jesus analogies with this.
Mhm.
With his
I could see it.
Because of the
his
way he's dying?
his resurrection.
Oh.
And like some people say he's walking on water at the end.
what's that at
What?
the end? I can't think of.
Remember when like he's fighting Red Foreman in the water?
Oh yeah,
There's a
yeah,
scene
yeah.
where
Oh.
it kind of looks like he's walking on water. I don't think he is.
Then the
It's just
steel
shallow.
stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yes,
The crane
yeah.
kill. I mean,
I think it's just
not
really
crane,
shallow
but-
water.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might have been what they're going for. I don't know.
Did it remind you of all of oh my god, I can't remember Harrison Ford Blade Runner. Did it remind you guys of Blade Runner at all? Like it kind of felt like
Maybe a little with the machine,
the android
like
element.
cyborgs, a little maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
a
and just
little bit.
like the sort of the setting too. You know,
little bit.
that city.
I feel like Blade Runner is much more bleak and kind of like
For sure.
neon.
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
more shit going on. Yeah.
A lot more colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's more American too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
is.
liked about Blade Runner. They had like a bunch of like Japanese, like and Chinese corporations, kind of like it's like they kind of overtook. You know,
Mhm.
it's a little bit in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A different view of what the future will be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I was just waiting for when RoboCop's dreaming, like a little electric sheep go by. Blade Runner story.
Yeah. Yes. Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yeah.
Do RoboCops dream of electric sheep?
Of electric, I don't know.
Electric
pigs.
cheese.
Electric donuts. 'Cause he's a cop.
Oh.
Get it? Get it?
That's why I said pigs.
Yeah. Oh God.
The pigs. My brother's a cop. Shout out my brother.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mark, your
Pigs.
son's a cop, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Hopefully, they never get turned into RoboCop.
Maybe it'd be a good
That'd
thing.
bad. Or maybe it would be. Red Letter Media pointed out that like RoboCop, in a way, the idea is very insufficient. Like, why would you want this like hulking, slow dude fighting crime?
Right.
But
It works for
it
Michael
does.
Myers.
Exactly. Yeah. He's very. It's like a tank. He's like a tank. You know.
Yeah.
He's just like a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, like, because I did think at the time, you know, his face is exposed. Like, can't they just shoot him in the face? But then a lot of times you see him, he's got his face
Oh,
covered
I didn't
up and
notice
stuff
that.
like
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
getting like shot by all the dudes, he'll like,
Okay. That's
he'll
cool.
cover his face and stuff like that. But yeah, you can't take him down.
He takes a lot of damage when the cops do the big old showdown
Yeah,
and start
yeah.
shooting at him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And then he has
that's
to like
right.
try to crawl away and go underneath the platforms
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
into
And
the
then Lewis
police
comes and
car.
rescues him.
That was a cool escape.
It
Yeah.
was.
Actually, yeah.
I like
parking
how-
garage escape.
It was really good timing on his partner's
Mhm.
part.
Because he just happens
Yeah.
to pull up. Hey, Murphy.
Yeah.
Looking for you.
Did you guys notice that Lewis is the same leading lady in The Dark Knight?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
What?
Isn't it the same lady?
No,
I don't think so, but I did look
No.
her up because I thought, is this Maggie Gyllenhaal's mother? Because it looks so much like her.
I didn't notice. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Nancy Allen.
She's like
No,
30, she's like 30, 40 years older than Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's funny. They do
Sorry,
look very
Nancy and
similar.
Maggie.
She's
do.
like the 80s version of Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, I was getting a lot of Dark Knight vibes from this one too.
The parking garage when he like
Yeah.
jumps down
The
and
parking garage.
Yeah, yeah,
They're stealing money in the back of the car. when
right.
First meet
Yeah,
Red.
yeah,
And even like the chuckling of the character, he's laughing like a crazy clown
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah, I could actually see that.
yeah.
You know,
And Red's like a crime boss of the whole city.
Right,
Who wants
yeah.
to rule it all.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the man in town.
So why does
whoever that
Dick,
guy he's talking
so
to?
Dick Jones basically hires him as like a kind of like to do Dick Jones's dirty work, pretty much?
Seems like it.
Yeah. Okay.
His muscle.
Okay.
I don't know why he was so ready to just be like, I work for Dick Jones. Dick Jones. I
I
guess
think-
because he runs, like he says, he runs
Yeah.
the cops.
OCP, he's second in command. OCP,
Yeah.
OCP runs the cops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more of that corporate BS because you know they talk about like they're public servants, the cops, like, but they're talking about when they're on strike, you know, how they shouldn't be on strike. The public
Right.
servant. Well, they're not though if they're being run by, you know, a corporation.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they are yet, though.
Oh, they're like
That's
in the
deal.
process of.
I think they're in the process of starting this project.
That's why they're striking and everything.
Red, he, Ronnie Cox is setting him up,
Mhm.
To run all the illicit stuff in this new.
That's what he said. Yeah.
And Ronnie Cox is going to get a big chunk of this.
Mhm. For sure. And the old man won't live forever, and he's going to be the number one soon.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah. Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
He gets knocked out with long arms. and
Oh
everything.
yeah,
So
that's
stretchy
that's
arms.
a goofy effect.
Yeah. It's like, what's up with that? Did they?
I don't know.
They
Yeah.
couldn't have retaken that.
Yeah, I know. That's like the one thing that doesn't really hold up in this movie to me. That wacky. I don't even know. It looks like claymation or something. It's so weird.
When he's falling out. It's
Yeah.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
A little
It's-
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
A little bit,
Oh.
yeah.
The final
When he falls out.
when he
Yeah.
You took a
Cox.
picture of that or something. I'm like, why are you taking a picture of all? Because like 3,000 people get thrown through glass in this movie. I'm like, why is that the one you choose?
because the movie was about to end, so I was like, oh, I might as well.
No.
His
That's
arms
something.
look a little long, like he's
They
a
do.
super
They
stretched
look
man.
fucking goofy. Yeah.
Yeah. Elastaman.
Yeah.
They actually had to go back to the studio and get another $1 million because they had not filmed Peter Weller's obliteration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hadn't
Wow.
finished that, yeah.
That's
Like,
great.
whoa.
Huh? That's crazy.
Yeah. He's got some great shots. Remember when he shoots through the lady's skirt to hit the dude in the nuts or whatever?
The nut
Oh
shot.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fantastic.
when he's up in the steel mill and Lewis brings him all of his gear,
Mhm.
he shoots the baby jars, and I'm thinking to myself, because during the whole movie, I've never seen him reload.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, great. This is one of those movies where he can just shoot nonstop.
Yeah.
Well, after he does that, he changes his clip.
Mhm.
This is, I'm
Oh.
thinking that,
Yeah. A nice
Yeah.
little
Nice catch.
Yeah. He's still like, somewhat mortal.
Right,
He doesn't
yeah.
have infinite ammo cheats. Just has invincibility cheats.
Yeah.
Did that
Yeah.
baby food scene work for you guys on this watch
It
through?
makes sense.
It's
To me,
fine.
it makes sense. It's an organic paste that he would consume to,
But-
generate energy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Or
Looks
I
like
was-
turds.
It
I guess
does. It
I
looks
was-
like shit. The Christian said it looks like literal shit.
Yeah, and it goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he's so into. He's like, tastes like baby food.
yeah. See, that's why I was like, this guy's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
How does he know what baby food
I-
tastes like?
He just eats baby food.
He just likes baby food.
I'm sure I'll try some baby food once.
Exactly,
Once
yeah.
my daughter's old enough.
Yeah.
Or I meant like when Lewis is guiding his arm.
Mhm.
Like, what do you think about that one?
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah,
Sorry.
a little
when
bit of
she
like.
kind of like fixes
um,
Is there a little bit of
Hmm.
romance in there? Yeah.
Maybe.
maybe he's
with
just
his
showing
partner?
that he can still have
Yeah,
feelings.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Human connection.
But yeah, I was like, oh,
Hmm.
I thought about that when they were doing it. Like, are they going to lead us into, even though he has a wife and kid still?
Yeah.
But I think that's interesting the way he kind of dissociates. Like, he's like, Murphy had a wife and child. What happened to them?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, but then by the end, what's your name, son?
Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Credits.
Hmm.
I love the ending, by the way. I think I told you this already, but I just love the way it just ends.
Great
Like,
way to end it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
kills Clarence. 5 minutes later, he goes and shoots Ronnie Cox, and then the old man, the great shooting son. What's your name? Murphy. And then it's just like RoboCop.
Yep.
Roll
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah.
No like bullshit. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Conclusion.
It wraps it up very nicely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. That's got to be like one of the quickest like final boss kills to credits.
Yeah.
It's just like wasted no time. baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sam said it was a fun watch. I was surprised how gory it is.
Yeah, it is
It's-
gory.
It's
Great
a
squibs.
doozy. It's a doozy. Yes, very great squibs.
Got to be some of the best squibs
Yeah.
like I've seen in a long ever. Maybe
I can't
don't know.
imagine how they put that many squibs in that fucking guy in the boardroom scene. It's like, it's like almost inhumanely possible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a cut, I think, between like him landing on the table. Maybe they just reloaded him up.
Yeah, yeah. Threw some fake blood on him or something.
Yeah.
That scene is just so amazing. So amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Nice way to, nice way to write the guy to fall on top of like the white model thing with all the blood on it.
True. Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's such a like disgusting image, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
It's so
on Delta City.
It works so damn well.
You're making this new shiny Delta City, and like already the blood is being spilled on it. All that stuff.
Yeah, I've heard rumors. I don't know if it's true that because the guy's name is I think it's Kenny or Kinney.
Yeah,
I think it's
Keeney.
Kinney.
Kinney,
That
yeah.
that's where the South Park guys got their influence for Kenny and having him die every episode.
Oh,
because it's Kenny getting shot.
Yeah,
You
I
killed
don't know if
Kenny.
that's true or not. There's actually a Halloween episode of South Park where Kenny is Ed 209.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if that's where they got it, but that's what I've read in rumors.
Did you guys like how Ed 209 was like very ineffective ultimately?
Yeah, he's like, who cares that bathroom scene? Who cares if it fucking worked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years of replaceable parts.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
can't even walk downstairs.
Exactly.
Right.
Fucking-
That's so.
Yeah, remind me
That's-
like a beetle on its back. or
That's
something.
another thing. The stop motion. We were talking about it last night. The stop motion's great in this too.
It is really
Yeah.
sad.
With Phil Tippett's stop motion effects. are
Oh,
really
it's
great.
Phil Tippett.
Phil Tippett. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yep. Yeah.
Makes sense now.
Yeah.
It falls down the stairs and it starts to squeal. Did you guys recognize the sound that it
It
makes?
sounds like a pig, maybe. Or
It sounds like
something?
Yeah.
a pig. Maybe like when the Rancor's eating the pig man. It almost
Okay.
sounds like the pig squealing
maybe
in that scene.
maybe it's that. That'd be
He
cool.
did the Rancor too, Phil Tippett,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That's
Damn.
cool.
Yeah, he worked on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He,
I
he
saw
worked
that in
on
his
Jurassic
credits.
Park. Yeah. Very talented man, Phil Tippett.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Ed 209 like growls, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a
Yeah.
lot of different noises.
Yeah.
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 Drop the gun.
It's like a beast.
It's
But
like
then, you know, RoboCop's just able to have it shoot itself.
right.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
like it can go
Yeah.
downstairs, this and that.
Yeah, I like when he just comes back right before he goes up to the boardroom with Dick Jones at the very end.
Blows the
where-
shit out of
yeah, he just with those crazy ass guns.
Mm-hmm.
This movie has so many cool guns,
Mm-hmm.
like those big ass. They almost look like sniper rifles, but they're just like big, like rocket launchers almost.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about them a little
Explosive
bit earlier.
ammo
but
or
yeah.
something.
And then the
Yeah.
futuristic like scope on top. It looks
Yeah.
very futuristic
almost
for
looks
like the 80s.
It almost looks like the Halo sniper.
yeah.
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 Yeah. It does.
Like explosive Halo sniper.
Yeah, I like when he's like, I'm gonna need some military equipment or something. He goes, "We practically are the military."
Yeah.
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 Only consumer products.
Did you guys? What did you think of the failsafe of he can't arrest employee of OCP?
Was that Directive 4?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the secret
That was-
directive.
That's a good little like plot point.
Yeah.
Is that where he's like, I can't arrest you, or I'm not in arrest mode, or something like
He
that?
starts glitching out. He likes, he's
Yeah.
just doing his thing, and like
Mm.
Ronnie Cox explains that Directive 4 is you cannot arrest a employee of OCP.
It
That's
shows
right.
it shows his weakness, especially after we've seen him just mow everybody down. He
Right.
walks into a joint, he starts killing everybody, and he just walks to the next joint and makes the next arrest.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
But his one vulnerability, Directive 4.
I like when he brings in Kurtwood Smith and they're like, "What charges?" And he just turns around and goes, "He's a cop killer." Just walks out.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
good.
badass.
I thought that was kind of silly though, because like this is like one of the most wanted criminals. They said it says when they look up his file, like he's killed
Yeah,
57
and like
cops
for
or
rape
something.
and moida and all
Yeah.
this other stuff.
He's got a whole felony rap sheet.
Yeah, well,
And they're
that's
like,
probably,
who is this guy?
He's a cop
Like,
killer.
come on, bro.
I know they should know. Yeah, they should know who he is. That's a good
Mhm.
point.
But then he ends up getting out because of his connection to Ronnie Cox.
yeah,
You know, again, that plus the directive, it just goes to show like how fucked up it would be if a corporation ran the police, because
Yeah.
then they could just run rampant,
right.
you know, with corruption and stuff, which I guess they probably already do. But yeah, I wouldn't want Ronnie Cox and OCP running
No,
my police force.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I like the comedic elements behind when I think it was the mayor was taking hostages.
Oh my god, that was hilarious because he
Yeah.
lost the
Former
he
city
lost
council
the
member.
he lost the election or something.
He's making a bunch of demands.
Yeah.
I want my
Oh
old
my
job
God.
back.
Yeah, I want a car, a really fancy, expensive car with really shitty gas mileage or something,
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
He wants, and he's like, "Yeah, we can get you that 6,000 SUX." Yeah,
So funny.
that scene's pretty cool. I was telling Christian the effects not are really impressive when like he goes to like thermal mode and sees through the wall.
Yeah.
For the
pretty good.
80s, that was a pretty impressive shot.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Predator.
Predator.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
Predator vision.
yeah. Same year, Predator.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, and he just busts through the wall,
Yeah,
drywall.
yeah, yeah. throws him out a window.
Yeah, and I love like
Thing.
the
Yes.
cameras are there and they're like go and you don't see him fall,
Yeah,
but you see the
yeah,
cameras
yeah.
like recording it.
Yes,
Yeah.
so funny.
It's great. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Should we rate
Bullshit.
it? Or is it
I
too
mean,
soon?
I don't know. Did you guys have anything else you want to talk
I'm
about?
trying to look
Yeah.
at the cast. We
Think
talked about
anybody
the
we
Incredible
missed?
Melting Man.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
did we talk about him splattering very much? I mean,
No, we didn't talk about his demise.
that's my favorite
Yes.
death in the whole movie for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Even
And the
better
handy
than
dandy
the-
toxic waste that's there.
Right.
Yeah.
Even better than the guy getting chewed up by Ed 209.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Because I didn't
Okay.
expect it. I didn't expect him to just melt
Yeah.
as
It's
he gets hit. I was like,
yeah, God.
oh, what the?
It's like instantaneous.
It might not be as iconic, but for me personally, I was like, holy shit.
It's a good kill. It's just such a good scene.
Yeah,
It's-
he falls in the toxic waste.
Yeah.
Turns into like a centaur creepy thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, help me.
Yeah. Get off me, man.
Nobody's helping him. And then
Yeah.
Clarence, Red Foreman, just runs him over this car and he
Yeah.
just turns into liquid goo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shows you
props,
how tough that SUX is.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is that what he's right? I thought they
Yeah.
blew up the SUX.
No, he blows up the other guy, the other criminal. He's like, I got a SUX just like you, Clarence. And Clarence is
Oh,
like,
okay,
He pulls out the gun
gotcha.
and just fucking shoots
Yeah.
it.
Clarence, come
Oh
on.
my god.
Yeah, no.
So funny.
Yeah, but then they're in that scene. They're quickly distracted by the big ass guns.
Yes. I like it.
yeah, believe it.
Funny. No, Emil. I think Emil says that.
Oh, is it?
They
Neil?
give it to Emil, and he
Yeah.
blows up a store or something. And afterwards, he goes, "I like it."
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they blow up a car and like the fire hydrant pops off the top.
Yes, yeah. They're just blowing fucking everything. Christian's just like they're just gonna start blowing shit up now. It's like, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Here's your budget for explosions.
That's them, just blowing shit up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, props to whoever made that melting man.
I imagine that's
outfit.
Poutine. It reminded me a lot
Yeah.
of the thing.
Yes.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said poutine.
Poutine.
It
Is
might
that-
have, it might have been a lot of
Poutine Man?
That's
yeah.
the Canadian Rob
Yes,
Poutine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did a great job. I saw
Yeah.
like Jamie Heineman has credits for like makeup and stuff.
The
He's-
MythBusters guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess he
that's
worked
crazy.
on Star Wars and stuff too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's nuts.
I didn't know he was a movie guy.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Remember what was the other guy's Grant Namahara? Was
Mhm.
that his name? I know he worked on movies. I
Mm,
didn't know about Jamie though. That's cool.
yeah. They may have all done it for all I know.
That,
but
yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
yeah. Yeah. Also, I loved gotta shout him out, but Bixby. I don't even know if you know his name in the movie if they say it, but that's the I'll buy that for $1
Oh,
guy.
okay. Yeah.
Every time he's on the
Bixby
scene, I'm just like,
Snyder.
"Woo." I guess he's in the third one. I read.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he has like a bigger role in the third one.
What?
Remember this guy?
Oh God, I try not to, because that's not in 2 at all. They kind of moved on.
Mm.
It's very random too. I feel like they just made up a random game show or something and
I think it's
slapped
a
it in there.
sitcom or something. I don't know what the hell's going. Yeah, it's like there's
Looks
like
like a
it seems
game
like there's
show.
some kind of plot.
It kind of reminds me a little of Benny Hill.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just like maybe that's what it was from Benny Hill. It reminds me of Running Man, but I don't know if it's supposed
That yeah, there's a lot of Running Man connections with this too.
to. Hmm.
Mm.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
I read that like some guy in some other movie would say that in a radio show within that film,
Oh,
and he'd say, "I'd buy that for $0.25."
oh, that's
So it's
funny.
updated version. Nowadays it'd be like,
Yeah.
"I'd buy that for $10."
It's RoboCop's universe of Al Bundy. That's funny.
RoboCop.
Yeah, I was always under the impression it was like some shitty sitcom,
Yeah,
like their version of
hey,
like,
they love it.
their version of the Big Bang Theory or something.
A sit show.
Yeah,
Such
a shit show.
Shit show.
Yeah.
Shitcom. Ah, yes. Our shitcom.
A shitcom machine.
Yeah. A running joke within RoboCop, the inane TV show. I'd buy that for $1.
You guys
Apparently
are-
based on Benny Hill. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, that's funny.
Yeah, they're just Benny Hill just had little skits,
Okay,
you know, and
okay,
they had scantily clad ladies running around and that kind of stuff. So
that's funny.
I like this
it's,
entry
it's
and
before you guys' time though. So.
yeah, I've only
Well,
known
you
the
know,
theme mostly.
Yeah, the theme.
Yeah, Yakety Sax. I think
Yakety
is
Sax.
Yeah,
the-
right.
Talk back.
Yeah, they I like that. They said that Urban Dictionary entry was from 2007, so they mentioned the Janet Jackson being exposed by Justin Timberlake.
Yes, yeah,
and
I'd
someone
buy
says
that for $1.
yeah, that's their usage.
That's so funny.
I just say that for anything. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scantily clad
gotcha.
women.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, him with some ladies.
Yeah,
Hmm.
very silly looking man.
I didn't know all that about Benny Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah, me neither.
He's a
Yeah.
womanizer.
yeah.
They've got a robot chicken of him when he died. And these ladies where he's Paul Bearers and they were doing that Yakety Sax.
Oh my
They're
god!
running around.
Fuck, they did
Yeah.
that when he actually died in real life.
No.
Oh, I was gonna
Robot
say.
chicken.
I was gonna say. Oh, I think I remember that. I was gonna say if they did that in real life. Oh my god! That
Yeah.
would've been hilarious.
That's too funny.
That'd be gnarly.
Oh yeah, very gnarly.
Oh, what did you guys think of the music? It was
I like the music.
Yeah.
I like the theme song a lot better this time around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good.
And they
Basil
seem-
Polidoris, I believe, did it.
They even use it in the 2014 version.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I heard it in the
Oh,
TV
the same one?
show. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like iconic on its own.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty much the only music you hear is just the theme.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The premiere, they actually used the Terminators.
The
wait,
Terminator's
what?
music.
The Terminators music.
Wait, what do you mean?
What?
Oh.
Instead of what you just
At the premiere of the
Bum,
movie?
bum, 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 bum.
Wow,
Mm.
that's odd. That doesn't. Are you sure it wasn't like test screenings or something? Because at the,
I don't know, call it
to
up.
the premiere is like the finished movie.
Mm.
I'll see if you can find it.
Maybe
Such a
maybe
colors.
the soundtrack wasn't done yet. The score.
Maybe, but like at the premiere is like the day before or like week before the movie comes out. I don't know,
Yeah,
unless
yeah,
like
yeah.
they finish the score
Mm.
like the week.
Oh, it's in
Oh,
the trailer.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
Oh,
Interesting.
that makes sense.
that is so
Interesting.
weird.
That makes sense.
Detroit has a cancer. He sounds like Christopher Lee. When
That's
he's
what
saying
Christian
Does,
said. That's what Christian
yeah.
said. Yeah.
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 it. It's cool the way he looks at the can't break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
This is the trailer.
We didn't stop talking. We're just watching something.
To an attorney.
I think it plays.
Yeah, I wonder if it plays live.
Anything you say may be used against you.
Oh my god!
Did
It
you
is
hear
a
it?
oh my god! Wow.
Cyborg, you idiot.
That's hilarious.
What the fuck?
I think it's because they were both put out by.
His memory's admissible as evidence.
Mm.
That is probably why.
You're gonna have to kill it.
It's
Maybe they're like,
Dude, I don't think that fits at all.
No.
I'd
Especially
buy
after
it.
we've
That
seen
That doesn't-
Terminator.
Yeah, that doesn't fit at all. It's weird. It's all kinds of weird.
RoboCop, the future of
the
law
hell?
enforcement.
maybe
That's a
people
great,
think
great slogan. Future of law enforcement.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic.
the future of law enforcement.
Cool
Still,
trailer.
Yeah.
It's weird they put that music
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's made of metal. This guy's made of metal.
in. Yeah.
Well, the robots.
Mm-hmm. They're both law-abiding.
Two
Yeah,
icons of 80s movies, RoboCop, Terminator.
And,
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
Darth
this, you know,
Vader.
and you're thinking, oh, this is like Terminator, pretty serious movie, you know, and then you watch it,
And
it's
it's
got all this.
yeah, zany, wacky shit in it.
And
And
tons of gore.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Terminator is much more like depressing and dark
Mhm.
than this. It's a much more bleak tone. This one's almost kind of hopeful.
Hopeful. Satirical, too.
Yeah.
you know.
Would you guys say you prefer Terminator over
I was
those?
thinking about asking that.
That's a tough call.
It is a
Yeah.
tough call.
I haven't seen the
They're
original in a
so
long
different.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Such different movies.
I've seen Terminator so many
Oh, okay.
times, and
It's gone.
Oh.
I just watched RoboCop
Okay.
for the first time, so I don't know if I could actually say I prefer this over Terminator.
Be an interesting double feature.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
course.
The original and
Which
this
one do you show first?
That's
Get the heavy out of the way, and then
Terminator.
I think Terminator first.
Maybe
yeah.
because I think of it because Terminator came out first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and with the like the craziness of RoboCop. Maybe.
We should dress Beebs up as RoboCop. Or
Oh my
something.
god, RoboCat,
RoboCat.
RoboCat.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was at the Texas Chainsaw premiere, and this guy had 3 little like Pomeranians, and he had them all dressed up as the cast,
Oh my god.
and like even like a little like fake like chainsaw attached to them.
that is
so it looks
fucking
like it's-
hilarious.
They're carrying it.
That's
That's
great.
amazing.
Hell yeah.
Super cute.
You love to see it.
Are we gonna bring him to Gremlins tonight?
We should
Dress him up as a gremlin. Dress him up as Gizmo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry him around in my backpack.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. bright light, bright light, light bright, bright light.
Well,
Corey Feldman.
We'll introduce him to Corey Feldman.
Is it a thumbs up for you, Christian, after your first watch through?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
I had a feeling I would like this movie. I've always heard good things about it, so I was just like, all right, let's get the show on the road.
Any negatives? Any setbacks or
Good question. I like so much of this.
get it, Beebs.
Yeah, I don't know. This
It's kind of like a nitpick. I would feel like.
Exactly.
yeah, there
yeah.
might be little tiny things I'd be like, yeah, you could do that with that, or put this over here, put that should happen before that, maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, overall, I don't think I have really any gripes with it,
nice.
honestly. Yeah, what about you guys?
The only thing off the top of my head that I could point out as a negative is Dick Jones falling out the window.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
I can obviously get past that. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just like
It was the
kind of crappy
80s.
effect. Okay.
Mhm.
I can totally get
Yeah, one crappy effect and a movie full of great.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this is, dare I say, almost a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
it just
There's a
works,
reason it's a classic.
Exactly, it just works so fucking well.
I think my one gripe would be like you brought up earlier his acting
At the
before he
beginning,
becomes
he's all
RoboCop.
wooden. He's like, "Yeah, did he think he was RoboCop already? You know?
Yeah.
I do it because my son likes it. Maybe I like it too.
Yeah.
But the dubbing too just made it weird, you know, the ADR.
Oh, okay.
I think I remember on my original watch through, I was like, why am I rooting for this guy? Because he's not like a super cop or anything. He's like, I guess he's trying
pretty
to
dumb,
uphold.
honestly.
Yeah, he is.
And I kind
He
of blame the
dies right off
partner though,
bat.
because she's the one that's like, "Let's go."
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
She's
gets
like,
like
"I got your back," and then she just gets distracted by some dude's wang. You know,
pissing. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
right. I
She has
forgot
to
about
look.
that.
She has to
look. Maybe that's a sexist.
Red
thing.
Letter Media pointed out his name is Joe Cox. Apparently.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Joey Cax.
Mind if I zip this up?
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, man, it's kind of funny though. I mean, again,
Joe
you know,
P. Cox.
Jeez.
Joe P. Cox
Yeah.
because he pees.
Exactly.
Peacocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It
he's in the
does-
next movies.
And
Isn't he?
doesn't she blow a bubble
No,
right
no,
before
no,
she
no,
looks
no,
down?
he dies
too?
in this.
Oh, does she?
I think she does.
Yeah. That's how he knows she's there. She hears the
Oh.
bubblegum pop.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, freeze. Why is she always chewing gum? I wonder why that's part of her character.
That's the thing.
It's not a bad
Mm.
thing to be a part of the character.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Every time you see her.
It's fine.
Yeah, and she's the one that like, well, he was already doing it though, but she's like, you know, you're Murphy. Like, aren't you Murphy? And he's
Yeah,
like,
Murphy, it's
"Oh,
you."
I'm Murphy.
Yeah.
And then they blame her.
Do you guys like his middle finger thing, Spike?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Reminds me of R2D2
Yeah.
checking into the Death
much
Star.
much more violent,
Yeah, and then he
much
uses
more
it to get.
brutal. Yeah, he
Oh.
stabs him in the.
I did want to mention that when he stabs Clarence and he gets like hit by that.
Yeah,
blood,
yeah.
I rewound that a bunch because I
It's
was like,
pretty
what is
badass.
that? It's like he stabs him and like arterial spray or some shit just
Yeah.
goes like,
Yeah.
right on his chest
That's pretty
and
cool.
it's leaking out of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool death.
Yeah, I liked his death.
Yeah.
Did you have any gripes with it on your watch through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one. I forgot it.
There you
Come
go.
back to me.
Rome.
Yeah, no, I think again, sort of nitpicking like the acting. You mentioned the arm thing.
Lose the arm.
Yeah.
You bad motherfucker.
I mean, you know, there's like some unlikable characters, like maybe Bob Morton is kind of unlikable, but you're not supposed to like him really. No, honestly, not too many nitpicks.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we're still talking about it 35 years later.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's got Criterion Collection.
I know. Yeah.
Um,
The Criterion Collection who collect significant and important films.
Yeah.
They threw it in RoboCop.
Ian brought his Arrow collection.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
That great poster.
Is this the Criterion?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
So they go with the gradient,
Yeah.
the gray
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Yeah. I kept that because I like the commentary on it because I don't think it's on the Arrow. I think they weren't able to use the Criterion
Mm-hmm.
commentary.
What do you think, boys? Should we rate it?
Let's
Sure.
rate it.
You want to start, Carlos?
Ooh. Let's see. RoboCop 1987. I just recently watched the 2014 version, which wasn't as good. So that makes this better.
Yes.
In hindsight.
Of course.
I was like, I want to go back to the old
Yeah.
one. I think that I'll give this one a solid 4 out of 5, guys.
Mhm.
It has fantastic violence. It's an all-American film. Great recognizable actors. You can always come back to this one and be like, man, these guys are all really cool. They'll have really cool personalities. All the bad guys have different personalities. Even the board members are a lot of fun to hang out with and see how evil and crooked they are. I love the world building that they do in this film. Feels like you're living in it. Feels like it's lived in. And RoboCop's badass. He's just one big old tank. Love it. 4 out of 5, guys.
Nice.
Rome.
I think I'm gonna go with the 4.5 out of 5, and it's very close to a 5 for me. The small nitpick stuff, it's like whatever. I think what drops at that half point is when I compare it to like contemporary stuff. I think 1987 we said like Predator came out. Like if I had to pick, I'd probably watch Predator. I talked about the Dutch trilogy or whatever, and I think out of those 3 movies, Total Recall, Starship Troopers, I'd probably put RoboCop lowest on my rankings.
Oh, I was actually going to ask you guys that, like, which one's your favorite of those 3?
Yeah, and that's
Total Recall, RoboCop.
probably Total Recall for me,
Okay.
Starship Troopers, RoboCop.
Okay.
But
Wow.
I would say, like, if I had to be objective, that RoboCop is probably better than Starship Troopers. But for me personally, I just always love Starship Troopers.
Yeah, it's a very fun movie.
But they are still all very close.
Yeah.
But just because of that, you know, I'll drop it a half point, 4.5. But it's still a damn great movie, and it still holds up. It's dense, like you said, Ian.
So dense. So much going on.
Humor, you know. I was gonna say
Humor,
humor, comedy, those are the same
tragedy.
thing. Yeah, comedy, tragedy, violence,
Tragic character.
love good violence, love good special effects. You know, it's definitely one that I think, you know, everybody, if they're a fan of action movies, sci-fi movies, 80s movies, they should always, RoboCop should be on everybody's list.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a standout.
So, Ian, what do you think?
It's a 5.
5 out of
It's a
5.
5. I've been given
Oh.
way too many 5s, but this is a 5. This is a damn near perfect movie.
Yeah.
Just my only nitpick, the crappy effect at the end. Other than that, this is always a pleasure to watch. It was great. I'd actually, the first time I watched the 4K Blu-ray was last night with him. Just every time I just have a blast with this movie. It maybe like in the middle there's maybe a slight lull, but it's just I'm still invested in the character. I'm interested on him, kind of like learning about. I do like the scene. We didn't really talk about it when he goes to his house and it's like abandoned. It's like up for real estate or whatever. I've always really liked that. Yeah, so intercut with the flashbacks and everything with the first person perspective. I don't mind Peter Weller's acting. I never have. When he's not RoboCop and when he is RoboCop, it just works for me. Paul Verhoeven in the commentary, it makes so much sense now. He grew up in Nazi occupied Holland and was exposed to a lot of violence. It's like, that's why your movies are like this. It makes so much fucking sense. I think he's a great director. I think this might be his best movie. I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough because I really like Total Recall 2 and Starship Troopers. Yeah, it's a 5.
Nice.
I mean, it's a 5 out of 5 for me. We need to start talking about some shitty movies because I feel like I've been giving out too many 5s.
Yeah. Where are the ones?
Yeah.
I just watched Tremor 7 the other day, so we can talk about
wow.
that. Yeah.
I still need to watch. I've only seen the first one. I want to watch 2. Have you seen 2?
No.
Okay.
I want to watch
I
it.
want to watch 2.
I think 2 is probably actually good. By the time
That's
you
what
get
I
to
hear.
7,
Yeah.
no. It's been a while since I really seen like a really bad movie, so it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah. It's
Number
kinda,
7 is kind of running out of gas.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got Napoleon Dynamite as a
Oh
sidekick.
my god!
What?
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we can save that for a low lights.
Tremor 7 coming
episode.
soon.
I'd recommend that one to the Mormons. They love that guy, man.
Really?
Isn't he
Oh,
Mormon?
yeah.
He's Mormon, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's it, John Heater? Is his
Yeah.
name? Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Whatever,
funny.
whatever happened to him?
He's
Doing
just
Tremor
He's in
7.
Tremor
I
seven.
guess, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
in 2020, so it's not.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's not like an old.
I just remember Napoleon Dynamite and Benchwarmers. and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
nothing.
Same.
He's
Disappeared,
like in
kind of.
Burger King commercials. Yeah.
Well,
my
Christian, on your
Yeah,
first
sorry.
watch through of RoboCop, what do you give it?
I would like to just add that in talking about shitty movies, we got to do Tiptoes, guys.
Yes, I'm ready.
It's got to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Tiptoes soon.
Yeah. But I am giving this a 4.7 out of 5. I think this movie, like I mentioned earlier, has a perfect balance of humor, like, I guess, would you say wit?
In a way,
Sort
maybe.
of, I guess. I don't know.
cleverness.
Yeah, it's clever.
Yeah, some decent cleverness and, like, you know, a little bit of that drama that you like in these kinds of action movies. And yeah, just the action and how well the scenes are executed. Like, this is like one of the pinnacles of like 80s action stuff to me. So yeah, it's just the story. I love how simple it is. Yet they put you in a place where there's like, I don't know, like a lot going on with the RoboCop, and like he's, you know, when he's like learning about his history and stuff slowly over the course of the film. And yeah, I like most of the things in this movie, if not everything. So
Nice.
yeah, 4.7 guys.
Very cool. Mark, what do you give this
Yeah.
one?
4.75. That's what I give
Hmm.
it. I thought about the negative thing earlier, and that's when Ed 209 was on that landing on his back, and he was making that squealing noise.
Yeah,
I mean,
on the
that's something
stairs.
that you would have to program into the thing. Okay, I'm not going to program a squealing noise into a
Right.
Well, they already got
urban
the-
assault thing.
They got
you
the
know?
roar, we were talking like the animal noises. Yeah.
Right.
They're like, in case he ever
I
gets
guess
wounded.
to make it threatening, maybe I don't, and then to show it's in distress. I don't know.
They probably didn't just want it sitting there flailing.
I guess so.
silently.
Maybe they thought it'd be too awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. That kind of that would have been funny.
Yeah,
Just like
it could've
hold on
been.
the.
I don't know. It works again. For whatever reason, it works for me.
It's like it's a different kind of humor
Yeah.
than the rest of it. You know,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I could see that.
I watched it in '87. I watched it in the theater when it came out.
Wow.
Nice.
That's fun.
Oh,
That
man,
is.
I'll tell
I'm
you
so
what.
jealous. I'm so jealous.
But I was young, and I was awed by all the violence in it. You know,
Mhm.
and then I watched it, a few years later when I grown up some more, and that's when I started seeing the political side of it, and and that kind of stuff, and the parallels at what was going on at the time it was made. And then I watched it again a couple nights ago, and I laughed. To me, it had grown into a comedy.
It is
Pretty much
really
what
funny.
was.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the R-rated cut or the unrated cut?
Oh, unrated. baby.
Okay.
Yeah. we
There
got
are people
unrated,
out there
baby.
that prefer the R-rated.
Hipsters.
I'd have to see it. Yeah, hipsters.
Yeah, I have no, I fell in love with this one, the unrated. I just don't really feel a need to watch the R-rated.
right.
Maybe someday.
You know,
maybe
you-
someday. Who knows?
once you've seen all of that, then you
yeah, it's
sit
kind of
down with
hard
the
to go
R-rated.
back. Yeah.
So,
Indeed.
are we going to do scenes and characters, or are we
I
going
think
to
we kind of already did talk
kind of
about.
already done?
Yeah.
Unless you had anything you
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah.
talk about.
That's something.
yeah.
Well, I really like. We didn't talk about. Well, we did kind of talk about Nancy Allen a little bit. Lewis, his partner, and I'll tell you what. If I were a cop, I'd take her as a partner in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
She is a badass.
She is. Yeah.
She
Even
was,
her
yeah.
introduction, she does like a kick.
Yes,
to
her
take that
introduction's
dude
good.
out.
Yeah.
Beats up the dude.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then later on, she kind of softens a little bit when she sees that's probably Murphy.
Murphy. Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
very very nice balance to her character.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah. It was definitely kind of like a dumb decision of them to go in after Red Foreman and his gang by themselves, even though they kept saying they weren't getting backup. But I think that was kind of maybe just to show
Well-
like how fucked up Detroit is, and like you're not going to get back up anyway. You might as well just go.
Yeah. Right.
And
yeah.
plus, he's Wonder Boy, super cop. He's coming in and he's all hot shot.
Yeah.
I could take these guys.
What are you doing?
Then he
Oh.
couldn't.
Okay, well, I got a question for you then. After they light up Murphy and they go away and she arrives and finds him, do you think she should have gone after them or called after them, or do you think she should have stayed where she was?
I think she should have stayed for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
after seeing what happened to him.
Yeah.
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 She would have just gotten killed too.
Yeah.
She only didn't
Yeah.
get killed because the guy thought. I think he thought that
She got
she had.
maybe knocked out.
Yeah, when she fell, she died or
Yeah.
something. Because he's like,
Yeah.
I took her out.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like a
Joker
scary
Fox.
movie.
Like Shorty.
Shorty in Scary
Oh my
Movie.
God.
Yeah. I just wanted to say too that I think with like the story and the characters and everything, this could have easily been a really bad movie.
It could have.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
It could have. It could have been an awful movie.
Yeah.
An awful, silly, stupid movie. Yeah.
There's in the TV show Community, they do one of the characters, he loves the movie Kick Puncher, and it's basically just RoboCop. But like it made me think RoboCop could have easily just been Kick Puncher and been ridiculous and dumb lines and everything. No, the way everything's executed, it's just really good. And now it's in the it's in the damn Criterion collection.
Yeah,
It's-
or it was. I don't know. I mean,
maybe they took it out.
Arrow, but Arrow, they kind of they're in a way they're like a Criterion.
Mhm.
They're kind of less snobby though, which I kind of like about them. Like Arrow put out a really nice release of Waterworld,
Mm,
and
that's cool.
they put out a lot of stuff. They did The Thing, of course. Like they're a little more broad in their selections.
Yeah.
Which I'm halfway through.
Oh, nice.
You're halfway. What do you mean?
Halfway through the thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like incredibly tired.
It picks
So-
up too. The
Oh,
second half.
yes, it does.
I bet
Yes, it
I was
does.
getting that.
It builds. Yeah. No, thing's great. But RoboCop's great too. I mean, it's in
Yeah.
our zeitgeist. It's in the lexicon.
Yeah.
Like you said, Christian, you hadn't seen it, but you felt like you'd seen it. You know,
Yeah.
I listened to the Ultimate Showdown on YouTube because you had talked about 2000s E-Bombs World. I remember on YouTube, the Ultimate Showdown. It's like RoboCop comes in and like fights. You know, he's one of the characters.
There's like a Dark Horse comics. I want to say it was Dark Horse of like RoboCop versus the Terminator. I think. Like, you know, it was like RoboCop versus Predator. I think. You know, he's up there. He's RoboCop is in the same vein as like the Predators, the Terminators, the Alien films.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Christian, do you want to tell everybody what we're doing tonight?
Yeah. So it's you, Ian, and I. We're all gonna go to the Castro Theater, right? Yeah, and we're gonna watch Gremlins 1 and 2. And Joe Dante, the director of those films, is gonna be there for a Q&A. So I don't know if I'm gonna ask him any questions. I don't know about you guys. I haven't thought of anything in particular. Maybe I could ask him about like what's up with the Santa story from the
Yeah.
chick.
Well, I don't think he wrote. He might have. Maybe I'll have some insight.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I think Chris Columbus wrote that.
Oh,
Love
He
Chris
might.
Columbus.
He might know something about it though.
it's possible. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So something with Gremlins is coming.
I think
Something.
we'll probably talk about our experience on our midweek stream. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it'd be pretty cool. Try to get
So-
some pictures, maybe even film the Q&A if we're allowed. If we had it allowed.
You can get some autographs or something, maybe, or something.
I don't have any. I have my Blu-rays, but it's like I want like if I were to get them signed by him, like I want like case protectors. I don't have case protectors,
Mm.
so
I'll have him sign my tits.
well, there you go. You can have him snort cocaine off your tits too.
Oof.
Partying with
It's
Joe
just baking
Dante.
soda.
Yes, sir.
Baking soda, Joe.
We'll also try to be watching Nope next week. It comes out, the new Jordan Peele joint. Very excited about that one. Looks
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And expect Tiptoe soon too. I don't know when,
Oh,
but
God.
just get ready for the role of a
Yeah.
lifetime.
Yeah,
Wait, when I picked Double Team, it was supposed to be a bad movie,
and
and then
That's
it ended
right.
up being like one almost so bad it was good. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dang
So
it.
it's like,
Yeah.
damn, it's hard to find a bad movie.
yeah,
I think we just like
Yep.
movies too much.
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
so. We like everything.
I said it earlier in the like months ago when we first started doing these, but I'm like, I feel like the Paula Abdul all the time. You know, I'm just like,
Yeah,
I just love it. I just
Yeah,
love
same,
you. You were
same,
made. I
yeah.
love you. Two and a
Yeah.
half stars just for existing.
yeah.
Yeah, there's only been a couple movies I've rated below, I think 2.5, and one of them was Greasy Strangler, which in retrospect I would bump.
Yeah,
way up.
same. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
So you know,
Yeah, I think the only bad one I really gave was the newest Matrix movie.
that too. We should find some sci-fi originals or something to watch because those
Oh,
those are
God.
usually a gold mine for bad stuff.
Yeah, very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone for watching
Yeah.
Thanks for
and
tuning in.
commenting. Yeah,
Mhm. For the millions watching at home today
Yes,
and the
exactly.
billions that will see this later.
exactly. This will be a historic moment.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Until next time, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.
See ya.
Adios.
Bye.
See ya.